In August 2015, the international media descended on a quiet stretch of railway in southwestern Poland. Two treasure hunters had just announced the discovery of a lifetime, claiming they had used ground-penetrating radar to locate a massive Nazi train buried deep underground. They pinpointed the exact location of their find to a forested embankment along the Wrocław-Wałbrzych line, right at this specific marker, kilometer 65. According to local lore, the buried carriages belonged to a heavily camouflaged armored train that disappeared in the final days of World War II. Its alleged cargo was staggering, up to 300 tons of Reichsbank gold, looted European masterpieces, and highly classified weapon prototypes. The claim triggered a genuine gold rush. The Polish military was brought in to sweep the surrounding woods for landmines, and a deputy culture minister held a press conference declaring he was more than 99% sure the train actually existed. The mere promise of a hidden Nazi treasure vault exerts a strange psychological pull. It is an idea so intoxicating that it easily cuts through institutional skepticism, driving people to believe in the impossible. A year later, the radar scans were put to the test. Heavy yellow excavators ripped deep into the railway embankment, swapping the excitement of digital anomalies for the violent reality of moving actual earth and rock. After 7 days of digging, independent geophysicists delivered their final verdict. Heavy machinery hit solid bedrock, proving the much-hyped radar anomaly was actually a natural geological formation, a subterranean ice pocket, not a steel train. Yet the treasure hunters refused to pack up. Ignoring the hard science, they and others returned to the region year after year, eventually resorting to pseudo-scientific methods like radiesthesia, searching for World War II armor with dowsing rods and pendulums. When a local rumor survives a complete and public scientific dismantling, it usually means the story draws its power from somewhere else. The Wałbrzych Gold Train refuses to die because it is anchored to a much darker, undeniable historical reality. In the early months of 1945, the German city of Breslau, modern-day Wrocław, was collapsing under the advance of the Soviet Red Army. The Third Reich was in its death throes, and the surrounding region of Lower Silesia devolved into absolute chaos. Amidst this apocalyptic retreat, the German state was executing a highly systematic operation. They had spent years hoarding the extracted wealth of occupied Europe, packing enormous caches of currency, gold, and valuables into subterranean vaults. Locally, this hoarding was overseen by men like Günther Grundmann. As the regional art conservator, he was tasked with aggressively dispersing and hiding Silesia's cultural wealth to keep it out of Soviet hands, utilizing castles, monasteries, and cellars across the countryside. The sheer volume of material moving through these transport networks was staggering. Convoys of trucks and railcars were packed with classical paintings, antique furniture, and historical archives. Priceless European heritage frantically shuttled ahead of the front lines. The Nazi regime left behind a documented paper trail of burying stolen wealth in desperate last-minute evacuations. Because we know they buried vast fortunes elsewhere, the premise of one final, treasure-laden train slipping into the mountains is completely plausible. The retreating hierarchy focused their final engineering efforts a few miles south of the railway, centered around the aristocratic strataold of Ksiasch Castle and the dense forests of the Al Mountains. Here, they initiated Project Riese, German for giant. Using thousands of concentration camp prisoners as forced labor, the taut organization began blasting a sprawling network of subterranean complexes directly into the solid mountain rock. The scale of these underground caverns is inexplicable. Prisoners carved out halls up to 12 meters high, with reinforced vaulted timber and rock ceilings. Yet the ultimate purpose of this massive footprint, whether an underground armaments factory or a bomb-proof headquarters for Adolf Hitler, remains unconfirmed. We lack answers because of the narrow decree. As the Reich collapsed, officials systematically destroyed military blueprints, transit manifests, and operational orders, creating a hard, opaque wall in the historical record. The incoming Soviet trophy brigades quickly locked down the territory, turning the region into a highly restricted military zone. Trapped in this post-war information vacuum, traumatized locals shared scattered sightings of fleeing trucks and hidden crates, which slowly coalesced into the legend of a single armored train. Miles of empty, undocumented tunnels, combined with a total absence of historical records, provided the perfect incubator. It created a blank canvas where an indestructible myth could take root and grow for decades. Today's hobbyists wander the railway embankments with dowsing rods and metal detectors, hoping to outsmart history. But they are competing against the ghost of the 1945 Soviet military apparatus, a ruthless, highly efficient machine designed to extract every ounce of value from conquered territory. If a 100-meter steel train packed with Reichsbank gold had actually been parked in a mountain tunnel, Soviet engineers and intelligence units would have found it, stripped it bare, and erased it from the map over half a century ago. The Wałbrzych Gold Train is a historical mirage. It is a projection born from the intense secrecy of the Cold War, the trauma of a destroyed continent, and a deep human obsession with finding buried treasure. But perhaps that myth serves a profound purpose. It acts as bait, continually luring the world back to the Owl Mountains. And while searchers hunt for a phantom train of gold, they are forced to confront the true artifacts the Nazis left behind, the concrete tombs built by the blood of thousands of forced laborers.